What's up, people? In this video, we're going to watch this one, You Don't Need More Than 2 Years by The Art of Improvement. I did another video on them that I really enjoyed. I don't know what this video is, but I really enjoyed the last one. I wonder what it is. I'm kind of curious, so we're going to watch it. If you guys have any suggestions for other videos or YouTubers you want me to take a look at, let me know. Leave me a comment.
2 years is nothing, but at the same time, a lot can be accomplished in 2 years. You can try a sport you've always wanted to start and become great at it. You can start a morning routine and affect your mood and stress at a deep level. You can meditate for a few minutes per day, become more self-aware, and change the way you react to problems. You can start a business and make it a big success. 2 years is nothing and extremely easy to waste. But with small actions, substantial commitment, and consistency, you can make it count a lot. 2 years being passive is a blink of an eye. 2 years moving towards goals every single day is plenty of time. It's just a matter of perspective. There is nothing that cannot be accomplished in 2 years with enough effort. You are not too old for the things you were dreaming of doing when you were a kid. You can still do extreme sports if you wish to. You can start playing a musical instrument. You can become a photographer. In 2 years from now, you'll be great at it if you really want to. Don't let your past dictate who you are. You don't have to be the same person you have always been. Don't let fear control you. Don't let the social standards conform you. Age is just a number. We should all empower.
Alright. I mean, he's not wrong. I guess I kind of knew where this was going. Of course. Is age just a number? Yeah, it's a number that implies like how many years you have left to live and how many years you've been alive. It's a number with some significance, I guess. It's not just a number. Whatever, anyway, I know what he's saying. It's like, don't use age as an excuse to not start something. It's good advice. It's good advice. I remember, was it the Alps Void video that I did, where basically she was talking about some chick. She makes videos, I want to say on philosophy or stoicism or something. Anyway, she made this video about getting in shape. And she's like, I've wanted to do this. This was a sentence that stuck out to me when I watched her video. She basically said, this is something that I've wanted to do for a long time, and it's been nagging at me forever, and I realized that I could have this problem handled. She wanted a fat ass, right? She's like, I could have this problem handled in a few months if I just start on it now. Like, when you simplify it to that degree, it's like, oh, why should I not? 2 years? Oh my god. I don't even know what I'm doing in 2 weeks. Like, 2 years is a long-ass time. But yeah, like, why not just start? Like, I have friends, and I think about, you know, I talk to these friends. Everybody's always just in the same situation all the time, you know? Friends, I talk to them. I have friends who, like, we used to spitball ideas for business. And when I talk to them again, they're still spitballing ideas for business. I have friends like, oh, I want to get in shape, blah, 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 I want to do this. Talk to them fucking 5 years later, they still want to get in shape. Everyone's just always, it seems like, stuck in the same problem. Me, what's my problem? I just, like, bounce around too much. I don't know. I like a variety of problems.
Our uniqueness and fight against our own limitations. By doing things you love on a daily basis, even for a few minutes, you'll learn to enjoy the journey. The days will become more than just a means to an end. You'll see yourself evolving. If you had the choice between feeling great, energetic, and in a positive mood, versus feeling sleepy and moody, what would you choose? It's just a choice, which, combined with small, even tiny actions, like reducing meat or alcohol consumption, or simply drinking more water, walking the stairs, or biking to the office, you can do wonders. It's not about the end goal. It's about daily actions towards it. It's also the reason why morning routines or 10 minutes daily meditation sessions are bringing such great changes in terms of mood, productivity, stress management, etc. Replace TV shows and movies by documentaries and books. Monitor your days more. Get in control of how you spend your time. Take back the control of your health, mood, and time. Practice great.
What was the other video I did on this guy? It was so much better. No offense if you ever watched this. Reduced meat consumption? Ask me how I know this guy doesn't work out. No offense, dog. You have a great channel. See, this is the problem. It's like, if you could give. That's what I should do. You can give people. No offense. Like, I love the channel. I love him. I love everybody in the world. I don't think you should be telling people to reduce their meat consumption. People should increase their meat consumption. But when you put it in a nice little explainer video like this, with a clear voiceover in a British accent, doesn't hurt. People are like, yeah. And the rest of his advice is good, I guess. Meditating, start something today, stop procrastinating. You can achieve what you want in 2 years if you start now. That's all good advice. Yeah, reduce your meat consumption? All right, what else?
Gratefulness. See the results in 2 years. Be kind with people. Start with your family. Don't go mad one more time. Stop judging. See the good in them. And remember that you love them more than anything. In your working life, being kind and nice can bring you more respect from people who surround you than being bossy and aggressive. Learn to say no often for the right reasons. People will accept it more and value your yes more because your time's value will increase. You don't need to be scary to be respected. It's about building trust and healthy long-term relationships. Try this, and in 2 years from now, your reality will be so different. Silence your ego, love, and trust others enough for 2 years. Harvest for 10 years or more.
So what's the thing with this? Like, 2 years is such a massive timeline for people. Like, I don't know. I think that the human mind is incapable of conceptualizing the length of time that 2 years actually is. That's 730 days. 730 days. That's a fucking long ass time. 2 years. You know, what about 2 weeks? 2 weeks is a way better time frame to give people. And again, I'm nitpicking, blah blah blah, whatever. Not a dig against him, but like 2 years. I mean, he's right. You know, it's overkill. 2 weeks. Like, what do you want to? 1 week even. Like, what do you want to do that you're not doing? What do you want to achieve that you haven't achieved? What progress do you want to make towards what goal? If you start, honestly, you start on Monday, you'll have fucking massive progress by Friday. Case in point, what's one of the hardest things to do? I would argue. One of the hardest things to do is to sell something. Is to get another person to give you money as a direct result of your verbal communication to them. I would make that argument. You can agree or disagree. For example, let's say you're minding your own business and your cell phone rings. And on the other end of the cell phone is a salesperson. Is it not mind-bogglingly impossible to you that that person would actually convince you to give them your credit card number and make a purchase? That you would even listen to a pitch from them? And not only would you listen to them, you'd actually be interested in what it is and say yes and pay for it? Is that not insane? To me, that's insane. I was a salesperson for a very long time. But the fact is that places exist, lots of rooms around the United States at least, where these are rooms of people who sit with a phone book in front of them or a list of leads and call those leads. These people have no idea who they are. They've never heard of their product, never heard of their service, and they pitch them over the phone and they make money every single week. And some of them make a lot of money. Just to show you, and if you can do that in a week, if you can make progress on that incredibly difficult, challenging skill set with an extremely steep learning curve, then, I mean, what do you want to, learn French? Are you kidding me? You open a fucking book and, pick 20 words to memorize? It's just a matter of actually doing it, which I think is the biggest challenge for most people, is interrupting their current set of habits to actually do it. Just thinking out loud here, for example, right? I've been thinking a lot about the direction my YouTube channel is taking, the recent, drop in views, despite the fact that the amount of comments seem to have gone up, and the amount of new people that are watching my videos, I seem to notice a lot more usernames. But the amount of views is disgustingly low. I used to get 200-300 views per video in the first day for all the videos that I published. Now, let's see, I'm getting 20 or 30. It's pathetic. It's really bad. Why was I talking about this? Oh, so anyway, the point is that I'm thinking to myself a lot lately. I'm like, shit, I gotta do something different, man, because this is not going well, really. Look at, these are the videos I published yesterday. 30 views, 100 views, 15 views, 57, 177, 25, 53. This is really bad. Really bad. This is pathetically bad. Even for me. These all used to say 100, 200. Anyway, they're down now is the point. So I'm thinking all right, what should I do? I gotta do something differently. I gotta change some shit. But I'm just stuck in the habit. Well, it's an excuse, making it sound like it's a passive, condition. I currently have the habit, I'm practicing the habit of coming to this cafe every single day and recording and doing the same fucking thing over and over again, which is clearly not getting me the type of result that I would want. What I should do is make a video like this that has almost 800,000 views. I can pay for this explainer video software and write a script and be get 8 hours of sleep every night, drink lots of water, join a gym, go walk for 15 minutes a day. It's all right, I can say that. just so boring. I don't know. Am I wrong? Tell me, am I wrong? Should I just do shit? Like, should I just sell out and like, when I get to like 100,000 subscribers, I'll just like go back to saying whatever it is I want to say about anything? I don't know. Whatever. Let me know.
It has a lot to do with setting goals, but goals without actions are just wishes. The easiest way to reach goals is through daily and consistent small, even tiny, actions. It's all about consistency, commitment, and regularity. Success is not an event. It's a process and a mindset. Small actions are putting you in the position of succeeding. Small actions make huge differences. Look at yourself in the mirror in 2 years and you'll think, that was quick. Every day counts.
Alright, like I said before, he's not wrong. I think what would be an incredibly useful exercise for most people would be to write down their goals in vivid detail. Because I think, honestly, if you ask most people don't even have any goals. They don't even have any goals at all, let alone a plan for achieving those goals. It was I want to say it was a Harvard study, or it was some study of valedictorians or something, where they asked everyone, they're like, who here has goals? Or something, and every hand went up. And then the second question was like, who here has a clear written plan for their goals? And like every hand went down except like 1% of the people. And then they followed up with these people like 20 years later, and it turns out that the ones who had a plan for their goals were like 1 billion times more successful, blah, blah, blah. So I think that would go a long way, because what is a goal? How do you define a goal? It could be loosely defined as this like, oh, I want to make $1 million. That's a goal. All right, cool. Who doesn't want to make $1 million? I would say that's not a goal. That's a desire, really. I guess it's a goal also. I don't know, whatever. But do you have a plan to make $1 million? Oh, well, I'm going to start a business. Motherfucker, that's not a plan. It's not really a want. What are you going to start a business? Doing what? How? Where are you going to buy your shit from? Who are you going to sell to? You know, flesh it out more. I was watching a video the other day by Andrew Kirby, who's this switched on fucking, like, I don't know, he's like 18, 19. And he said something interesting. He's like, what I do, he said, at my desk, I have 12 8 by 10 pieces of paper, and he writes down what his plan for every month of the year. And then it helps keep him balanced mentally, because anytime he starts to like get overwhelmed, he just looks at the plan for that month. He's like, okay, that's all I have to do. And everything that he does just gets him closer and closer to whatever his end goal is. I started doing this. Funny story. Not really that funny, kind of sad. But basically a few days ago, I came here to this cafe, tried to do what I normally do, making these videos, and I did like 1 minute of a video, and I was just like, I just didn't have it in me that day. I was like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I'm so over this. I think the videos that I published the day before did really badly. So I wasn't feeling it. And I went home, and I would realize later that I just forgot to take my Wellbutrin in the morning, which definitely helps. But anyway, I wouldn't realize that till later. So I went home, and I opened up my computer, and I just started journaling, which is another thing that I got from Andrew Kirby. Very good. You guys should definitely go watch his channel. I started journaling, and one of the exercises that I did in this journal entry is I planned out the next. I wanted to get to 12 months was my plan. So in this, lately I've been trying to figure out, like, should I go to Vegas and do this RSD internship if they even say yes? Or should I go to Tel Aviv and just live in Tel Aviv for the next 12-ish months of my life and just live there basically, and then go to Vegas next year? That's kind of been what I've been deciding. So anyway, I was like, all right, I'll make a 12-year plan for both. And I started with the Tel Aviv plan just because I feel like it's easier for me, really, to think of going there, because I've already been there. I know what it's like to live there. I'm not muted, am I? Fuck, I really hope not. I don't think so. Yeah. Anyway, I started making the 12-year plan, and I got to like January I think January, and I was like, I started writing it out. I was like, it's wintertime, it's cold, it's not as warm as you're used to. You're probably feeling upset about the weather. You're probably thinking of leaving and going somewhere else, but don't do it. Just stay there. And I didn't make it past January because I was like, do I really want to go there if it's going to be cold? I started like talking myself out of it. Didn't end up taking my Wellbutrin until that afternoon. Probably a bad idea. Anyway, why am I even saying this? Don't need more than 2 years. I mean, look, if you break it down, I watched another video by Jordan Peterson where he says make a schedule. And I believe that this is, I'm paraphrasing what he said, but let's say you have you want your life to be a certain way. Just map out what an ideal day would be like in your life, and then just go do those things in a different day. That's it. It's that simple. Anyway, whatever. I'm done. If you guys have any suggestions for videos or YouTubers you want me to take that, let me know. Peace.